Welcome back to the shop. This week, I believe we're on part 3 of the fire truck series. In this episode, I'm going to be working on deconstructing the service bed that's on it. There are a lot of issues with it. The doors are bent up, broken, or otherwise unusable. And then we're going to try and start taking the water tank apart on the inside too. So far, I've been unbolting a few things here and there. Eventually, I'll dig out the plasma cutter and just start chopping it to pieces when it seems feasible to do so. But let me take you out there. I'll show you what I've got done so far, and then we'll just start chipping away at it. So I've already taken out some of the stuff that was on the side here. A lot of this is untouched, but on the other side over here, and I'll take you over to show you that, I've already taken the panel off and started digging in behind here. So you remember before there was a panel here and it had some valves and couplings on it and everything. I went ahead and cut all that out, and I started just seeing what is behind here. And then up top here there used to be a diamond plate panel that I pulled off, and I'll take you up top and show you that as well. Okay, so we're up top. This plate right here was covering this whole area right here, and now we can see everything down inside there, which is you know, it's nice to have some sort of progress on this thing. So there's a panel that runs all along here that I'm going to take off, and there's just screws that I have to get to on both sides of the panel. Okay, so I got this section taken off, and there was a bracket that went from here to here that held this on, and I kind of just did this number, and this whole panel along the side broke. The weld broke off of the bracket over here and right up here. So this is just sitting here holding whatever tank that is. I'm going to go over to the other side now and try and get the rest of that. Okay, so on this side, this frame that they had welded and pieced together, there's bolts holding it on, there's a little bit of welds holding it on, which will obviously break. So I'm just going to get in here, and you can see why I'm not going to keep utilizing that. I don't need a glory hole on my utility bed here. Okay, so we got the nuts off of all these down here. Just gonna get in here and pop these out and try and shake that loose. Ta-da! So this is still attached to something down in there. Looks like it's this valve rod, and I got to figure out how to get that whole piece out. I ended up strong arming it out of the truck. I went from up top here and just lifted the whole thing up and propped it up here so I can climb down and just lift it and toss it over there. Wasn't too bad. Kind of done with the top for right now. I'm going to try and get this panel taken off of here. There's a lot of bolts that are on the inside of these service boxes I gotta reach and get to, and see how much of we can take. It looks like I might have to just come in here and cut all that off of there to get this panel off, but we'll see how it goes. On the underside, there's all these bolts I had to crawl under and get to, but this is also welded across here, so I might just take my plasma cutter and just run it, and then here I gotta cut that off of there so this whole panel comes off. But I might just cut the ladder off first and then attack the panel. I think I'm just going to start cutting pieces out of this thing, small chunks at a time, to start dismantling this water tank and see how far I get. I do need to pull some stuff off the top of the tank up here, and we'll just go from there. There's a baffle that I ran into right here, so I'm just gonna grab some pliers and try and pull it apart. Now that the smoke is clearing out of it, we can take a real peek inside of this thing with the echo. You see all the baffles and everything, and then the, I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera or not, but the drain down there, and then there is still plenty of mouse poop and everything, and then I found a nest in here. So there you go. They were living in the cab and the water tank. So I'm gonna just keep chopping away at this thing. I went ahead and popped the lid off of this thing, shine a little bit more light on the subject, if you will. If you look at the lid, it says May of 2003 on it. Could be accurate, could not be, but kind of gives you a little bit more history on this thing. I was told it had been sitting for years and years, so it kind of makes sense with the 2003. So we'll go ahead and continue with chopping this up. looks like a boneyard in there now. So just a little bit more to do on the internals, and then I'll just come up and work on the top and then chop up that lid and see where we get. So this is where I ended up at the end of today's work. A majority of the tank is, this is it, all scrap pile. I've got a little bit of a scrap pile going on over here. So we're making progress, and I am absolutely thrilled with what got done today. Thank you everybody for following along today. Obviously there's plenty more to come with this fire truck. So if you'd like to support the project, or you just want to support what I'm doing, check out reapermanufacturing.com. There's going to be a button on there that you can donate to the project if you want to. If you don't want to donate, feel free to purchase some of the products that I sell on my site. A like and subscribe on the channel goes a long way, and I would appreciate it if you guys shared this video out. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.